let's watch one video of Callum Upton. This guy knows what he's doing, and that.
Today marks a monumental day in the history of NFT games because another titan has fallen. Oh my god, wow, shocking. We're literally 1 month in to 2025 and
Dr. Disrespect's NFT game is cancelled. I wonder why. I don't like NFTs.
Already one of the most hyped NFT games has completely collapsed along with the studio behind it. This is, of course, the game Dead Drop, or I believe it was meant to be Dead Drop, that was promoted by Dr. Disrespect. And he was kind of the face man for this. Well, yeah, 1 month in, it's collapsed. Now, for the average person, you and me, we knew this was going to happen because it was basically inevitable. This happens with every crypto game that comes out, or in this case...
Very true. Don't spend your money on NFTs or crypto. You're going to lose your carcass. I told my brother when he first asked me about NFTs when it was the craze, I told him, don't bother, and he agreed. Did a little bit more research, didn't spend his money on NFTs, saved himself hundreds of thousands of dollars from being lost. A lot of people lost their whole entire life savings to NFTs. And really, it's copy and paste. Really, all you're doing is buying a spot on the blockchain. And really, if you're not a rich dude who's really famous, it's going to be worth zero. And really, the people who make the bank is off the people who sell it. I highly recommend never to spend anything. The only if you ever do want to spend money in crypto, I'm just saying this, Bitcoin is the only one to buy. Don't buy the others. Really, don't buy the others. There's no point.
Doesn't come out, that's been overhyped and just a big nothing burger. But with this, along with the announcement that they made, which we'll get to shortly, there's been a lot of weird takes on the situation and a lot of crypto bros crying it.
The problem about a game where you can make money is you're going to have a lot of people botting
into their bowl of coins. So for those who don't know, this project was a NFT first-person shooter that basically used Dr. Disrespect as the poster boy, and he was also on the kind of seat of
that kind of went down hot water.
Directors for the company, but he was kind of the brand ambassador, I guess you could say. This may or may not directly tie in to the events that have unfolded, but I'm going to get into something that's a bit interesting with this that I think may have been the cause of this completely collapsing and going the way of the dodo.
And yes, his video is going to be in the description for you guys.
But before we get into the hilarity that ensued, a quick word from the sponsor of today's video. Today's video is sponsored by Factor, who is now a part of HelloFresh. So you can expect the same incredible savings for the same incredible food.
Sounds yummy.
Eat stress-free with Factor's delicious, ready-to-eat meals. Every fresh and never frozen meal is chef-crafted, dietitian-approved, and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. Choose from a weekly menu of 35 options, including popular options like Calorie Smart, Keto, Protein Plus, or Vegan and Veggie. Factor takes the stress out of meal planning and sets you up for success. Skip the grocery store.
My problem is I could probably make better if you were really busy. Factor is really good. Otherwise, if you know how to cook like me, you can just cook it on the stove and throw everything in the dishwasher.
Stores, prep work, and cooking fatigue. Instead, get chef-crafted diet.
It's also great for if you're going to like a job site, like let's say a place where you got a microwave.
Dietitian-approved meals delivered straight to your door. When things get hectic, Factor is flexible. Change your order up every week with plans from 4 to 18 meals a week. You can even pause or reschedule your deliveries anytime. Get 50% off and free shipping on your first Factor box using my link. Click the link in the description or scan the...
I recommend using his link and don't have honey installed or pie.
The QR code with your phone on screen. And as always, a massive thank you to Factor for sponsoring today's video. So, this post was made 6 hours ago as of recording by Midnight Society on X. Today we are announcing Midnight Society will be closing its doors after 3 incredible years, with an amazing team of over 55 developers contributing to our new IP, Dead Drop. We are actively seeking other game studios that would be interested in offering employment opportunities to our talented team members. If you know anyone who's hiring, please forward this message to them or DM us for direct intros. We express our sincere gratitude to each and every one of our community members and are deeply sorry that we were unable to reach our ultimate goal. Okay, and this is where this gets a little more nefarious. As you can see in the comments here, refund the NFT holders.
No, they're not. They already spent all the money.
Well, as many of you know, many companies go with NFTs for their games because they're essentially semi-immune to the laws. It's a very wishy-washy grey area, and my opinions on this are very complicated. And if you've watched any of my other videos, you know how I feel about NFTs.
They don't have any money. They've already spent all of it. And a lot of NFT places just take all of it and run.
Fan. But at the end of the day, if you buy an NFT, you should fully expect that you're never going to see your money again.
Very true. It will be gone the next day. I can guarantee they'll be draining it within seconds after you take your NFT and spend it on whatever they want.
Also, not to mention that they sold beta packages or founder packages to get into the beta for this game. So, yeah, it's not looking great. It's a bit of a mess. And it's the unhinged comments like this one that I think are truly troubling and a bit white knighty. You guys deserve this. I'm so glad a good thing passed by y'all. Here's to the two-time, the champ, the hero we needed, Dr. Disrespect. Congrats on being remonetized. So people are saying that the company deserved this because, if you didn't know, they actually dropped Dr. Disrespect as a brand ambassador and face of
remonetize. Yeah, he's not making as much money as he used to because being off of Twitch and YouTube, he's not gonna make nearly as much money. He's gonna have to make pay cuts on a lot of things.
Of the IP, face of dead drop. They dead dropped him is what they did. And there were reasons for this. Dr. Disrespect was caught up in lots of controversies, and they do not look good for brands, such as cheating on the wife. And this bit's up for debate whether this happened.
And never do what he does. Don't be a cheater. Once a cheater, always a cheater.
And a teen that he was just chatting with them.
That's no saying.
I'm not going to go into that. The whole thing's a mess. A leaker, an employee from Twitch came out and leaked details about the DMs, which proves that they were being monitored by the Twitch person and used for clout. The whole thing's a mess. There was wrongdoing on all sides, it seems, from this. But at the end of the day, if you are Midnight Society and you've got this absolute shitstorm kicking off, you want nothing to do with this. This is bad promotion. This is bad rep. It's tying something to your name that you want nothing to do with. I understand fully why they dropped him. If I was in their shoes, I would have dropped him too in a heartbeat. That is the logical thing to do. But then you've got these few zealots that are just defending this, defending Dr. Disrespect and saying that it was Midnight Society who lost out here by letting him go. And the reality of these sort of deals, and I don't know the intricacies of this specific one, but as someone who is a content creator and works in the content creation industry and knows other content creators in other areas, it seems to be that it's very likely that Dr. Disrespect...
I know a little thing about Callum Upton. He knows programming. He actually made Earth 2, designs when they challenged him. I mean, it literally... He didn't take them very long to do more work than they did even bother. It's surprising. He knows what he's doing. He could build Earth 2 by himself if he wanted to, but there's no point because that game is a hot pile of trash.
Respect was paid in full for his brand ambassadorship of this company, and Midnight Society likely lost all the proceedings of that, all the benefits of that by letting him go. Which I can't imagine was an easy decision, but it was the right decision. It's obviously incredibly sad that 55 people, 55 developers are now out of work because
That's pretty bad, but that's the thing is, it's just how work is. Sometimes it just goes up because they just simply can't make the money.
Well, no, there's a game dev hiring slump.
And the thing is, it's just so easy to find game devs now because at one time they said, learn how to code, you're going to make money. After the virus, suddenly, there's a ton of game devs, and now there's too little work, and now there's no point in learning code except be a YouTuber where you can code a game and make extra money. Otherwise, coding for like a business is basically a dime for a dozen now.
There are so many companies shutting down that finding another company is basically impossible. And I know a lot of people in the industry that are having that problem, and it's been going on for a while now. There are mass layoffs across the board, and this is, for the most part, this is a side effect of the post-COVID boom. During the COVID boom, tons and tons and tons of studios doubled, tripled, quadrupled their workforce because everyone was at home. They were all playing games. It was a huge, huge profitable market. Well, that clearly dropped, and the need to rush out games as fast as possible, multiple concurrent games in one studio, kind of fell to the wayside.
Yeah, the thing is, the companies didn't realize when the virus was gone. Magically, people don't have time to play the games anymore and buy games, and their money dried up. I worked through COVID. I did. I was working during the height. Actually, I never caught COVID once, even at that time. Even now, I haven't got it once.
And so between that and companies now trying to leverage AI, well, yeah, people are losing jobs left, right, and center. There are
But I did get shocked.
mass layoffs. Because what would have happened here is the same as every other NFT game that have just failed consecutively, because NFTs and games do not go together. Gamers want to come home from a long, hard day of work and just sit and game and relax and not think about work. Whereas NFTs being put into games are making games a potentially profitable exercise, right?
Very true. They think everyone wants to make money. There is a game called, I think it's called Eve. I don't remember which one. And you can make money. Problem is, the amount of money you could make was only 80% of how much you put in. So you actually lost money no matter what. So it did not matter. No game out there you will be able to make a living. You have to do something which brings in profits, like YouTube, Twitch, or that. Or else you're going to have to work a 9 to 10 job, you like it or not.
Right? And that attracts the crypto bros who don't want to work, who want to make as much money as quickly as possible, or not even as much money. Just make money as quickly as possible without actually doing work. So when you put those two together in a Venn diagram, there is minimal overlap. You're already seeding a community of just two different, completely different demographics. And then for the most part, you end up with people rioting and quitting because the people who are playing it to gain NFTs are usually not gamers and not good at games. Not everyone, mostly, from what I've seen. And then they're up against people who are really good at shooters that have played tons of other shooters. So they're wrecking the NFT bros. And the NFT bros are getting angry that they're not making money. But then the people who are playing for fun have the ability to make money and just don't want to because they don't care. So both systems are a complete and utter fusion of...
Or basically, YouTubers, if you want to be able to make money as a gamer, you gotta have to make YouTube videos or even live stream. Live streaming is very difficult, especially if you're not popular or famous. You will sit on the bottom for days or months and hope to God you make it. If you're famous, it's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. If you build a big YouTube channel, you will grow fast, and as soon as you know it, your Twitch channel will skyrocket like Asmongold. He actually, if you wonder if he started out streaming first, no, he started out being a YouTuber, built up to probably 500,000 subs, told his followers, come and follow me on Twitch, watch me there, and he grew his channel where it is currently. He did not grow from zero on Twitch, he grew from YouTube. And every single Twitch streamer, really the big ones, even Ninja, was grown from YouTube or other places. And they took their followers from there and put them towards Twitch. If you're just trying to build from Twitch, forget about it. You're not getting anywhere. It's going to be a nightmare. Only a few of them will ever get big. And they're spending a bunch of money on the side to show their stream off, tons and tons of stuff. It's a nightmare to be a streamer. It's actually easier to be a YouTuber than it is a Twitch streamer.
Wasted potential. I will never understand this. Like, I will literally never. But companies keep doing this, and
yes, YouTubers have to edit. If you have no money, it's actually easier to be a YouTuber than a Twitch streamer.
they're going to keep doing it, and they're going to keep failing, and they're going to keep causing financial instability for people who are working on the project, who, I don't blame them for working on this. Get your money, you know? Take the job. A job's a job at the end of the day. If you're paid to do art, go do the art. But yeah, naturally, there's a lot of people calling this a rug pull because of how suddenly this happened and just seemingly out of nowhere. Like I say, it was likely due to funding issues. That
Yeah, basically they ran out of money.
seems to be the main reason companies shut down anyway, so I guess we can all surmise that, and if not, then it's something out of the ordinary. I'd love to see what gets dug up on this situation, because I'm sure there's a hell of a lot more, and we are in very early days. So I'll make sure that if there's any more on this topic that pops up, I'll definitely keep you posted. And as always, a thank you to the patrons, and until next time, take care.